Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2019, and it is 2:09 a.m. where I am. I woke up and couldn't sleep because, well, something coming in. This is a very interesting time, okay? So there's some energies coming in, but for me, I want to say this. Something really clicked with me, of course, in the middle of the night. It's when things usually click with me or I get messages because it is quiet, and it is when I can really fully feel the energy and messages coming in. Today, I'm feeling a very strong energy coming in, and I'm going to say this. It has something to do with Pluto going direct, and I do love astrology. I'm not well versed in it, but I know that this energy that is directly affecting all of us, it has a very, very powerful effect on us being enlightened, um, knowledge or wisdom or insight coming to us that we haven't seen before. And Pluto, Pluto energy sort of works from the underground, right? Like underneath things, bringing things to light, bringing things out that were stuck, and bringing forth whatever it is we need to move ourselves forward. And I've said a couple of videos ago that I saw the universe stepping in, and a female presence, a female was on sort of like this, the back of the universe. The universe was rising her up, taking her out of where she had been, and taking her out, intervention, taking her out of the weeds and muck and mire. And so, with this energy coming in, with this energy that's here, personally, suddenly I woke up and felt myself, almost literally heard like a snap. And it was like this instant feeling of freedom. I've talked about things that have to be released in order for us to move forward. And I kept hearing from my guides for a while now. It's over, it's done, it's done. And I was resisting certain things because there are certain things in my life that it applies to, a lot of things. And I was feeling nervous and scared because, okay, this is all I've known for a while, and I was hearing, you're not seeing the big picture. And so today is my birthday, and I knew that something major was going to happen, a transformation, a change in direction. I knew it, that it was going to happen on or around my birthday. And sure enough, I woke up at 1, and I felt this sudden shift. I felt myself being lifted out of where I was. And suddenly I realized I am now free to experience certain things in my life with open arms, clear vision, and no expectation, no outcome, no control. simply giving of myself to the limitless possibilities that the universe has for me. Okay? Now, as I was feeling this, and I was feeling this energy, I felt this beautiful energy come in, and I knew, yes, it was for me personally, but I also know that this is for a collective as well. Not the same personal situations, but however this applies to you. So, I don't know if I've ever told you that I work closely with archangels, with angels. In this case, Archangel Michael came forward and said, let's share this with a group. And so I said, okay, Archangel Michael, let's do that. And so I pulled cards because I want you to see. He says, you created the situation and you have the power to change it, right? So he's saying, whatever situation you've been in, you have allowed yourself to believe it was the only option and the only outcome and the only thing you've ever known. But there is more to it. And this is where I feel that Pluto energy comes in, because there is more hidden that you have not been aware of. And I don't mean secrets and lies. I mean knowledge and wisdom and inner truth that hasn't come out, that hasn't come to the, forefront for you. And Archangel Michael says, you have the power. You just haven't realized it. There are things coming to light for you, enlightenment. You may have a vision, you may have a dream, you may have a strong urge to do something or to shift in your path, a new career, a new home, whatever it is, a new idea, a new outlook, a new perception, whatever it is, it's changing. And you have had, all along, you have had the power to tap into this shift in your path, okay? And so he says, take your time with this. Nurture it, this change. Give yourself the time and space you need to move into this new openness, limitless opportunities that the universe has for you. Don't sit around and wait with frustration and anger and say, what the F? When is this going to freaking happen for me? Don't do that. Go into this with, thank you, universe, for opening the doors of opportunity. And I know that whatever you bring me will be even greater than I ever could imagine. Right now, at this time of night, I feel very free. And I feel like something even greater is coming for me. That the timeline has ended on certain things, lessons that had to be learned, life experiences, and we're moving into something new and fresh. Sort of opening up a new chapter with blank pages to fill in with the opportunities that the universe has waiting for us. Okay? This is our story. This is a progression in our story. And so, thank you, Archangel Michael, because he says you're precious. Be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up. This is happening in the perfect timing for you. Be gentle with yourself. There is, okay, I'm not going in the order the cards came out. He says there's an innocence. There's an innocence here. Everything that you've experienced to this point is being put away. And he says, and not in a way like, oh, I'm going to I'm going to just sit on this for a bit. No. This is a time of great change. And with this Pluto energy, right? We tend to feel things more deeply, sense things more intently, and in whatever way our soul needs to get our attention and fate is knocking on the door, you're going to feel it even more intense. All right? So, thank you for this message, Archangel Michael. I'm thanking him because this really has a big effect on me as well. And so, he says, keep your eyes on the intent, on your target and intention. Okay? Keep your eyes on this beautiful, limitless possibility, whatever it is that's coming in. Because I feel for some of you, it is a nudge to move in a different direction. Some with spiritual work, with uncovering, your gifts are being uncovered now, and you're being enlightened as to what they are, right? And some of you may even be in like shock because you didn't know you were that intuitive, or whatever it is. But he says, keep your eyes on your target intention, all right? So be open to the universe. Be open to the target and the goal of being flowing with this change and creating the space that you need to allow this newness to come in, to allow the burden to lift off of your shoulders. I was hearing earlier the song by Elvis, actually. I don't typically listen to Elvis Presley, but the song Suspicious Minds. Remember that song? And there's oh, sorry about that. There is a line in that song. We can't go on forever with suspicious minds. You know that song? And so I'm hearing it over and over in my head, and I'm like, okay. And so he says, you can't go on this path with the dysfunction or the mindset that you've had, the one-track mind that you've had. You have to be open now to the limitless possibilities that the universe will bring you. Okay? And for some of you, you've been feeling yourself drifting from whatever situation you're in. But I have news for you. For some of you, you know it's the end of a career, of a relationship, the end of an outlook, whatever it is. It doesn't mean that, how do I say this? It simply means that you are moving forward now in the direction you're supposed to move forward in, okay? Sometimes things have to totally die in order for life to begin. And you will do your share of mourning over whatever that is. But you will rise up out of that like I did this tonight in the middle of the night. So I'm going to ask my guides to give me strength and to keep me awake during the day while I'm at work. And I wanted to share this with you guys because it's really important that you understand that when changes happen, it is in our highest good. We have to be open to allow those changes in, to allow the enlightenment to come in. We have to be open to receive and to know that, yeah, we created this situation, right? We created this situation, but we have the power to come out of that one-track mind, that expectation of the outcome being one way. We have the ability to open up and let the universe deliver what the universe has to deliver to us. Can you imagine? I'm going to use this as an analogy. What if somebody lived in a worn down old shack and winter's coming? It's going to be cold. Not enough heating, not enough shelter, feeling exposed. And what if there was an option for, right up the road, a solid home, right? And the universe is saying, look at this. Look where you are. Why are you resisting going into this home when that home is old and worn out? Why would you stay? Why would you resist that change when you could have something far greater and more comfortable and stable here? And so that is what's happening. We are being sort of recharged with this beautiful energy coming in, with Pluto being directly affecting us with that energy of a greater understanding of where we belong. I don't know about you, but I want the best, and I want to be open to allow the universe to deliver it to me, no matter what. Because guess what? You deserve it. And so I'm going to end this message here. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And let me just, I feel like there's one more something here that he wants us to know. Okay? All right. Let the natural order of things happen. All right? Spend more time outdoors in nature. And I feel like in this case, actually for some of us that might be what we need to that added energy to help us on our journey, on our transition. But actually, I also feel that this means let the natural order of things happen. Open yourself up and stop resisting. Open yourself up to the flow of prosperity. Thank you, Archangel Michael. This has been a really beautiful message, and I'm so glad. Okay? There we go. There's that Elvis song. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, right? The dysfunction. It's time to leave it behind. It's time to open up to new possibilities, new opportunities, and the greatness that the universe has for you. You are worth it, my friends. Love you, and talk soon.